Our second speaker today is originally from Devil's Lake and took a little different path to Lake Region State College. Jim Vilandre is currently graduating from the nursing program at LRSC, but prior to returning to Devil's Lake, spent many years pursuing a recording career in the Christian music industry. Many of you have heard his music over the years when he came back to town once in a while. More recently, Jim has been very active on the campus at LRSC as a great role model for our students. He's worked part-time for the foundation office. He's been active teaching music theory and fundamentals of music. He has been teaching guitar through the community education program, and you may have heard his latest jingle on the radio for the Lever's Foods ad. Jim has been very active in worship for Crew on campus Tuesday nights, and has been instrumental in the growth of this group throughout the year. Jim has also been active with Precision Agriculture in developing their online course training modules. As you can see, we have made good use of Jim's talents. Please welcome Jim Vilandre.
Thank you, Randy. Nice job, Mackenzie. I knew you could do it. I'm going to start with the song. You all mind? Well, I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. Probably down in a small town, all the small communities. Educated in a small town, taught to fear Jesus in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town, another born romantic, that's me. Though I cannot forget where it is that I come from, I cannot forget the people who love me. Yeah, I can be myself here in my small town, and people will let me be where I want to be. Thank you. Good morning. And welcome, faculty, staff, student body and family, community members, and especially the graduating class of 2013. As I said, my name is Jim Vilandre, and today I stand on this platform as a member of the current student body, adjunct instructor, and one of Lake Region's very own. I consider this a great honor to share this moment with the 2013 graduates of Lake Region State College. John Cougar Mellencamp sings, "I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. Educated in a small town, used to daydream in a small town. No, I cannot forget where it is that I come from. I cannot forget the people who love me." Those are some of the lyrics of the widely popular anthem that so many have heard on the radio or sang at your favorite karaoke outing. So, oh, that was you. I know you were laughing there. That was you that did that. So why am I quoting Mr. Mellencamp? Well, is it he that he's the premier songwriter of the world, or has he struck a chord within my soul? Music has been a voice for generations. In years of old, when stories were not written down and translated onto paper, folks would transfer stories through songs so that people would have a better way of remembering what the meaning of the story was, and it could easily be passed on to others. So what's your song? What's your story? What's my story? How will we translate our story to others? And what will compel others to want to know our stories? And finally, who will we pass our story on to? I wanted to go back to the John Cougar Mellencamp song, "Educated in a Small Town." Devil's Lake and Lake Region State College happens to be my personal hometown. I was born and raised here. I have family and friends here. I work here. I worship at my local church here. And I can tell you, I've lived elsewhere, and from what I've learned is that you can take and learn and grow from any opportunity, and you can use these experiences to help others grow. Maybe you're like me. As a songwriter last year, I wrote a song called Still That Kid. And here are some of the lyrics. It says, I was born a dreamer with my hopes always set high, always on the up and always reaching for the sky. Now some years have passed and my friends still ask, you still chasing that dream? And the answer to the song is, I'm still that kid. As you can see, some years have passed. And as a fresh graduate from Devils Lake High School, I had the stars written in my heart as I entered into Lake Region State College. I obtained an AA degree here and went on to MSUM, which for those that may know, Moorhead State University when it was that, now Minnesota State University, to pursue my pursuit of music and obtain my bachelor's degree in music industry with an emphasis in audio engineering and multimedia. For years I toured the world and recorded several albums, and just a side note on those albums, I've sold way under 1 million copies. So, thank you for laughing, that was a joke. So, way under 1 million. I think, you know, they say platinum is like 1 million. I think I've sold copper maybe. But however, that's been one of the many highlights in my life story. I've lived in Nashville and worked with some of the biggest stars in the world, including Dolly Parton, Tim McGraw, Rascal Flatts, and many more. After years of working in a tumultuous industry, I felt it was time to move into something that was not as time sensitive. And in case you don't know it, the music industry idolizes the youth. So as I've looked into my future and watched and observed meaningful, satisfying, and rewarding careers where I was able to help others, nursing kept coming back as a way that you can have a career and help others grow academically. Even as an older than average student, I have felt as welcome as when I was a freshman coming to this campus. Whatever it is that is your dream, whatever it is that fulfills your life mission, know that Lake Region State College is a piece of that puzzle. And whether you're thinking of becoming a nurse, a doctor, an attorney, a mechanic, an artist, a teacher, a spiritual leader, a politician, a business major, an entrepreneur, or even a musician, your education is part of the doorway to success. In order to open doors, we must possess keys. Keys will unlock opportunities. So use the key that your education here at Lake Region State College has given you. And keep opening the doors that will lead you on the path of your success. There are many words in the English language, and today I'd like to introduce a new word for maybe some of you may know this term already, but the word I've chosen is novella. A novella is defined as written as a fictional prose narrative that is a short story. And Warren Carew had wrote, it is most often concerned with personal and emotional development. So in your novella, or your story, what will be your concerns and emotional development? And another word I can think of for that would be passion. What is your passion? What is your lifeline to others to help others grow? Earlier you heard me sing Small Town by John Cougar Mellencamp. I was born in a small town, and I live in a small town. Educated in a small town. Used to daydream in that small town. No, I cannot forget where it is that I come from. I cannot forget the people who love me. In closing, if your desire is to continue to live in a small town, or move to another small town, or even move to a big town, know that the keys are with you. If you decide to continue on in your education or to enter into the workforce, remember that you have had the blessing of having some of the finest educators anywhere build knowledge and skills into you. Use these in your toolbox of door-opening power to achieve what you can dream. Thank you, and may God bless the graduates of Lake Region State College 2013.